not messing with them. But if you guys are messing with cell phones in here during the worship time, during the sanctuary time, then there will be a basket at the back, and you will be putting them in the basket whenever you come, because it's important what we're doing in here. Yes, we're having fun here. Yes, we're doing lots of things, but what God has to talk to you guys about through me or through others that are up here is super important. And I want you guys to have your hearts and your minds and your ears open to listening to God as we go through the evening. So before we get started with anything, let's bow our heads in prayer, please. Dear God, we just come here humbly, and thank you so much for all the blessings that you have bestowed upon us. Thank you for bringing us here safely. Thank you for just encircling us with your love and guiding us each day in all the decisions that we have to make. Open our ears and our hearts and our minds to your word tonight, God, and just remind us that we are here and we are saved because you love us so much that you sent your only Son, who was crucified and died for us. In your name we pray. Amen. Retreat to Camp Zapper coming up January 15th, 16th, and 17th. February 15th, 16th, and 17th. And that retreat is normally $130 per person. The youth, because of pumpkin patch money that was raised, is able to purchase or pay for everything except for $40 per person. So if you're interested in going away to Camp Zapper, which is out of the lake, for a fun-filled weekend of food, fun, fellowship, worship, games, all sorts of things. You'll be sleeping in dorms there, and they're bunk bed dorms. There's guys' dorms and there's girls' dorms, and it is a lot of fun. Anybody go last year, have a lot of fun with it? Did you enjoy it? What was your best thing? You like basketball? What did you like, David? What did you like about it out there?
I like the basketball gym.
The basketball gym? Whenever we played out in the games out there and stuff? There's concerts that go on out there. It's just a wonderful time. So if you are interested in that, I have applications. Now, if you cannot afford the $40, or if you would rather come up and work, Thursday evenings up here from 5 to 7, Kristen, the person who's in charge of our communications, she puts together newsletters and bulletins, and she needs people to help put those together and fold. And so you come up and you sign in, you show up here, help her, and for every hour that you work up here with that, $10 will go towards paying your $40 off. So you can work 4 hours up here, and you can get the whole cost taken care of. Here's the kicker. I need to know and have the applications turned in by February 1st. So that means that I need to know before we meet again next week. And so you can call me, you can send me a remind message, you can call up the church, you can drop by applications and so on. I have a bunch of applications already, but I want to make sure you guys know about it. Super Bowl Sunday, after church here, we have this contest. It's to raise money and so on, but we all the different groups make soups, and we have a contest to see who makes the best soup. So the youth group is going to be making a big batch of soup. Don't know what kind it is yet. I haven't gotten any recipes in of favorite soups or anything and making them on a mega scale. But Saturday, before this Sunday, we're going to be up here on February 2nd, making soup, putting it in the refrigerator, getting it ready to go, so that on Sunday we can heat it up and we can hopefully win the prize for the best soup. And that's after church, so it usually starts, what time does it normally start? Do you guys remember? 12:30, 12:15, somewhere right around there. It's right after the second service. But we'll need help with people making the soup. We'll need help with people serving the soup. We'll need help with people tasting and eating all the soups also. So please make sure that you make plans to come up here, and I'll be sending out reminders on when to meet up here. If you have a favorite recipe, it's kind of easy, then I am all for it. So just let me know. And the next thing that we're going to get into, I think that's the last slide, isn't it? For right now?
I got that.
Okay, not yet. So then what I want to do now is I want to talk to you guys guys about an amazing, awesome thing that's going to be happening here starting at this semester, and that is we're going to put together a youth praise band. And so for those of you who have great voices, for those of you who play an instrument, that's what we're looking for right now. We're going to be, we've got the bongos up there, we've got the drums, we've got, we need a guitar player, we need a keyboard player, we need people to be helping out with lighting and so on. So, what we're going to do is, I'm going to introduce you, Shania. Shania is our newest youth leader, and she is also going to be overseeing the youth praise band. So I want to turn it over to her and let her tell you a little bit about it, because she was here when they started a praise band before. And so she was in on the starting of a praise band, and she's going to help kind of go all the way around and start another praise band with you guys. So, passing it over to her. What's up, little dude? Both? Hey. Awesome. All right, y'all. So how are y'all doing tonight? Good. Good? Okay, that was really weak. How are y'all doing tonight? Good. Okay, so as Ms. Lowe said, I am Shania. I've attended Grace since I was in the 5th grade. I am now a sophomore in college. So this is like home to me. I was confirmed in this church. I was the first confirmation group to be confirmed in this church. My freshman year of high school, we had a youth director that came to me and some other girls, and Cameron Miller, I don't know if y'all know the Miller family, and he approached us and asked if we would be interested in starting a youth band for the church, or for the youth group. And all 4 of us looked at him like he was insane. We're like, why? Like, why do we need that? What good is going to come out of this? And we were very skeptical, which I'm sure maybe some of you are, considering the fact that y'all have no idea who I am. But then we started it. And it was probably one of the few things that got me through high school. Coming and getting to sing in front of my peers, and not only singing to be like, it wasn't to like show off, that wasn't my purpose. My purpose was, the only way that I felt like I could connect to God personally was to sing. And that was my only way. I know prayer is like the #1 way to really talk to God, but for me personally, worship was my way. So, with that being said, Ms. Lowe asked me maybe 2 months ago, if I would come in and start one with you guys. Cameron Miller, who is also one of the originals from the first band, he is supposed to be here with me, but unfortunately can't do it now, so it's just me. And so I would love for you guys to be a part of this, and I would love and get to know every single one of you. I'm super excited, and I'm super happy that Ms. Lowe asked me to do this. She just handed you guys a flyer that I believe has her number on it, and has the date of the meeting that we're going to be having to have with y'all's parents. At the end of tonight, I have a sign-up sheet right here. So if y'all are interested, I just need your name, your phone number, and your email so we can start getting information to you. What's up? After the meeting on Sunday. Anybody have questions, comments, concerns? Still passing over. Yes. Thanks. Anybody have questions?
I don't think so, because they're talking over here. Guys, be quiet, please, so that we can hear this. When is the meeting for people, parents, and youth who are interested in meeting?
The meeting is on Sunday at 12:30.
Yes. And so, you know, we would be traveling, we would be doing some stuff like that also. But we're going to start by putting together a weekend and playing here. It'll be awesome. It'll be a lot of fun. I think that there are so many talented youth here with our group that it's just going to be an amazing thing. So, the thing that we need first, did y'all hear her say? If you're interested.
And so I have Ms. Taylor who's going to come up here and talk to us about discipleship and what we're going to do tonight and then what's coming for this semester.
Yes, please. Okay, guys, so whoever was here this last semester, who was here last semester that was your first time? You know, you hadn't come to, okay, probably a good handful of y'all, and we have some other people who aren't here this evening. So we spent most of last semester talking about spending time with others, with our friends, not necessarily about building friends, you know, building a friend group, but about the friend group we already have. And I think I was surprised pleasantly at how you guys felt really comfortable going to your friends and even people you didn't know that you saw in school and saying, hey, God loves you, when it looked like they were having a bad day or something was going on. So I thought that was awesome because I thought you might feel uncomfortable doing something like that because I would. I thought that's out of my comfort zone. I wouldn't be able to go up to someone and say, you don't look happy, here, God loves you. Y'all did really well with that. We're going to take a survey regarding last semester, and it's you don't have to put your name on it, anything like that. It's for us to take a look at and just see where you grew last year, where you think you'd like to be going this next semester, and how we can help y'all with that. And what we're going to focus on, since this last semester we worked on spending time with others, we're going to focus on spending time with God, which sounds intimidating to me because I think, okay, what are they going to expect of me now? Are they going to expect me to tell them how I'm praying every day and, you know, what I'm praying about? If you want to, if y'all feel led to do it, we want to hear. If you don't, keep it to yourself. You know, go ahead, we're fine with that. But we just want to show y'all some means, just kind of how to help y'all out and how to show you how rewarding it is to have that relationship with God. Not just saying, oh, God loves me, which He does, and loves all your friends and everybody, but where you say, okay, I feel like dump today. And I don't want my friend to know, but I'm going to get up and I'm going to talk to God, and it's going to make me feel better, and it actually will. So I think anyone who knows me knows that I just love Bible verses and love to see how they can relate to everyday life. So I'm going to love this part of what we're doing. We're going to have a 4-week walk with Jesus. And so what we're going to do is each day you are going to have not a verse, but several verses that teach you how to walk with Jesus. They're going to start in the New Testament and start in Matthew and then go down his walk whenever he was here on earth. And so when he walked with us. So anyway, it's going to be rewarding. We're going to help you feel comfortable talking to God and having the release of it, and we're going to see the difference. And I want you to ask yourselves this. This is somewhere we're going to challenge ourselves. Don't show hands, whatever. But how many of you wake up every morning and talk to God? How many of y'all do that? Think about it. No hands. If you don't, if you do, that's fabulous. And if you do, you can share with me how wonderful it is to wake up that way, because you just say, thank you for letting me be here. Because if you're here, if you guys are here today, you are thankful that you are up every single morning. And it's a great way to start your day. Try it. Just try it. It takes 10 seconds. And then as this time goes by, like I said, we're going to challenge you. Not 10 seconds, not a minute. We're going to challenge y'all to spend 6 minutes a day. Sounds like, woo, you're kidding me. But spend 6 minutes a day having private time with God. And just think about that, and think about the verses you're going to read, what you're going to learn from that. I think it's going to be really rewarding and really challenging to us. I think that's probably as much as y'all can take right now. Oh, one thing I was going to say also is I am a huge fan. I love big groups. I know you guys too. I personally am a huge fan of small groups. And at the end of last semester, we started working with more small groups, and I think we'll really enjoy that. We're more comfortable opening up, and so I think that will be great. We're going to continue doing that, and we can share some more things of what's going on. So, any questions? Any questions on anything? Okay, are we? I still have quite a lot of time. Okay.
But I have a question. So
Okay.
did you mention, because I was making copies, how they're going to be able to connect to get the proper verses?
No.
Okay.
Okay. What we're going to do is, I'm going to need a little bit. Maddie is going to help for one thing as far as she is our Instagram connection. So you will be receiving anybody who's on the Instagram intel. You'll get some of your notifications there. We will hand out to you each week the verses that you will be presented with for each day, okay? So you will be given that. We're going to try. We have an idea of something. I don't know if everybody has access to a Bible. Most of us don't. But we have access to a phone, and whenever we're not grounded from our phone, then we can go to an app and read verses out of the Bible. If we don't have access, at any given time, then what we'd like to do is have a folder for everybody where you can each week build on and keep, just like there's folders for school, where you can build on whatever your verses are that you're doing daily. It'll make more sense next week, you'll understand. But you can take them back and forth. We're kind of thinking about this, okay? And we'll get more feedback from you hopefully next week once we've thought about it and once you guys say, nah, we don't like it this way, we think this will work better, okay? So that's one thing. And then we're also going to have the reminds will be set up that y'all received from Ms. Lowe. And what else?
An attachment to that.
Yeah, the attachment will be on there. Anyone who says, I didn't get today's, what was it? I'm kind of getting into this. Just get in touch with any of us and we'll get it to you. And some of these verses that you're going to read, you're going to say, that sounds kind of familiar. Or you're going to say, wow, I never knew that. That's kind of cool. And so you'll be surprised how you can relate what goings on in the Bible to everyday life. It's fabulous. Question?
So I heard some people asking what a small group, and so I thought maybe you could kind of go over what a small group is and maybe what opportunities are available to be in a small group if you're not.
Okay, what I was talking about,
Sorry, I was in the.
small groups,
Yeah.
where, so what would,
Yeah. Question.
Okay, yes, I will. I was thinking, okay, got it, yes.
oh, do you want to tell them that?
Yeah, go through that. Just a second, after you're finished.
Okay.
Or you can.
Well, and speaking of small groups, that means the times I was talking about when we were over at the other building, Oak Park, and we broke off a couple of times and we had about 10 in a room. And so that's what we were talking about, and we want to know how you felt about those times that we did that. If you were here, if you weren't here, how does that sound to you? Instead of everybody, when we're asking you questions and we have 50, 60 people here, and we're like, okay, who has something interesting to say about, your talk with the Lord this week? And, Alexa's going, I don't want 50 people to hear that, but if I'm going to agree with 10 people or 7 people, maybe I'll share. So the smaller the group is, I feel, the more comfortable I feel sharing things that are happening in my life.